Hi folks, Rich here. I've got a bit of a cold, bless me, sore throat, hairy throat, need a bit of a trim. And a bit of a headache, and yeah, poor me, bit cold. Anyway, just quick, if you don't know me, I'm just a novice guitarist, that's all I am. This is my latest little amp acquisition. You can see peeking in the background a couple of my guitars. Lots of reviews if you want them on the playlist, but this is probably more poignant for my long-term subscribers. Thank you for those. I keep threatening to learn to play the guitar better, don't I? So I guess I've got a bit better just by noodling and doodling, but I need some lessons. I need some structure and I need some discipline. Yes, I do. And I've been dilly-dallying around for ages. As you know, what am I going to do about this? There are so many online guitar teachers and guitar courses that you can do, paid for, not paid for, good structure, less good structure. Oh, it's just all sorts of things. And of course you can go and have an actual guitar lesson with a guitar teacher. I've done that a few times. The drawback for me with guitar lesson with a guitar teacher, although in the long run I still believe that's probably the best way to go. It's more expensive over here in the UK. It's about £30 a lesson. So you get an hour. By the time you've had a chit chat and you've done a few bits and bobs, your hour's disappeared and you've got some homework to go and do. And obviously to keep momentum going, and I know guitar teachers like to, and you know, it's their living after all, they'll give you a structure and say, do this, and the next lesson we'll do that. So before you know it, you might be having a couple of lessons a month, and that's £60, and you've got to drive there as well. It's just a lot of money. So you just can't do that right now. I'm starting a new job, so time is not really going to be my own for a little while. And as you know as well, my lovely partner Sarah Jane, she lives 80 miles that way from me. We see each other a fair bit, so that takes up time that I can't be playing the guitar. So limited time. So it brings me back to online lessons and then where to start, because if you look at, look at some of them, it's overwhelming how much there is. But I have made a decision to do a particular thing, which I'm just about to share with you, and I'm going to do this until the end of March. Now, I'm not very good at committing to stuff with guitars or golf clubs as was, or anything really other than my woman. I get bored when I change, but I've got to do something. I need some structure. So I'm going to use JustinGuitar, which I've used a little bit before in the past. Hello, Justin, not that you're watching. What a wonderful guy, teaching the world to play. And he's got beginner course, intermediate, advanced. They're all broken down into different sections. And if you add up the total number of lessons across his website, there are over 1,000. Which is a mind-boggling number of lessons. So what I've chosen to do on beginner, there's beginner grade 1, 2 and 3. I'm skipping grade 1, which is a bit naughty I suppose, some of the things I can do. I'm going to grade 2. This is going to go onto my computer, onto a spreadsheet, because that's how I roll. I'm a spreadsheet kind of guy. I'll just very quickly read out to you what these lessons comprise of. So beginner lesson grade 2. The first section, cool chords, fast changes and scales. There are 10 lessons in that section, which is about an hour and a half. And next one, time to learn the F chord, 11 lessons, an hour and 20 minutes. I can play the F chord, but there's various other things in there. Alternate G's and making up solos, 12 lessons, hour and a half. Fingerstyle, sus chords and songwriting, 9 lessons, 2.5 hours. Rock power chords for beginners, 8 lessons, hour and a half. 12-bar blues, chords, riffs and solos, 8 lessons, hour and a half. Slash chords, percussive hit and loads more, 10 lessons, 2.5 hours. So that's 68 lessons and 12.5 hours. Then on a separate section, the major scale, 8 lessons for 41 minutes. Don't know the major scale, only know a bit of minor pentatonic. Then I'm doing a bit of a skip forward, grade 4 for intermediate, so that's a bit of a whoop whoop. But something I'm interested in. Blues guitar studies, 4 lessons, an hour and 40 minutes. Essential blues and lead guitar, 13 lessons, 3 hours, 9 minutes. And blues licks, 56 lessons, 5.5 hours. So that's 73 lessons there and 11 hours. In fact, the total number of lessons of what I've just said to you there, 157 lessons, 23.5 hours in total. So, in addition to doing that, I'm going to practice learning a song. Now, John Mayer's Slow Dancing in a Dining Room is one of my favourite songs, and I hope I don't play it to death and ruin it for myself, but I have learned to play a bit of it before. It's quite tricky for someone of my level because there's fingers used now as well as pick, but I'm going to learn to play that song properly and all the way through. So how am I going to do this? How much time have I got? I've got surprisingly less time than I thought over my space of my week. When I going to work, I play snooker on a Monday nights. I'll be getting back to the gym, although I'll try and do it in the mornings if I can. I'll go and see my girl. So I don't actually have as much just free time to play guitar. Anyway, I'm going to try and keep it realistic. I'm going to say 5 hours a week. There'll be weeks where I can do more, and I was going to say weeks where I can do less. I'm going to make sure there isn't less. 5 hours a week, 12 weeks, 60 hours. I'm going to spend 3 hours a week on the Justin lessons, 2 hours a week on practice and play, and I'll record this on my spreadsheet and keep track of what I'm doing. So that is the plan, folks. So I will, each time I come up to a new lesson, I'm actually going to start on the major scale lesson because I think I need to get that in. There's 8 lessons in there, but they're obviously pretty short lessons by the looks of it. It's only 41 minutes in total. So each time I do one, well, I'll do just a quick video and tell you what the content is and just a little bit about what I'm doing with it. So you can see what I'm told to do. And of course, if you want to see any of these things, you can go onto JustinGuitar's website. You can register, which is free. Justin takes, you don't have to pay for these, but Justin takes donations, and I will be donating some money towards the course because I think it's great that he does it for free. But if anyone just wants to have a look and see what it is that I'm actually doing in a bit more detail, or even of course follow along yourselves, then yeah, just go to JustinGuitar.com and you'll see all that stuff come up. So there we go. There's my list, which I should transfer onto a spreadsheet, and yeah, let's see where I'm at now versus where I'm at the end of March, and we'll record it here on the old tube, and I should be able to play slow dancing in a dining room by then as well. Righto, catch you later. Bye bye.